United States, the state of Georgia, where one man, Ferdinand Omanyala, was in sparkling form as he set another record in the 150 meters. Take a look at how Ferdy did it.
And this time we're underway clean, and a great start for Omanyala as he's up in full stride. But now Terrence Jones alongside him, and now Omanyala responds and breaks away and is now just trying to carry himself for that off distance to the line, and will take the win in the 150 meters in 14:70.
For a guy who doesn't run a bunch of 200s, that's a pretty good effort. He never really got the start that we were expecting, and then just kind of held off everybody else. Nobody else mounted a serious challenge. Omanyala's your winner. It's not an event you're going to run very often.
Zit, I know Shitera would want to claim credit for this, but let's begin with you. Very good outing.
Very good outing in Africa. You know, Ferdy in Africa, yeah, ni giant. He has had different records in Africa. So for me, him running the race in Africa and winning it, like a rubber stamp, I'm still here. And something that I think we discussed when he was in the Olympics was his starting yake ilikuwa slow sana, and that is, I think, he has worked on, and seeing him shine and laughing and all that, it's just a blaze. And then again, he's coming back, and then just to give these young ones that are coming in to be running the 100 meters race ambayo tujakuwa tukikimbia. Tulikuwa tunajua ni 1500 triple chase, tunajua hizo 200, unajua hizi ni mbio tulikuwa tumezoea. So for me, seeing him in that and giving hope to other young people who are here, who are looking up to him, it's just something else.
And Wakili, yes. I think you also come from the same region. They say a success out of 1,000 fathers.
Yes.
And Shitera is actually the lead in that.
Yes.
Every success he lays claim. But now, Ferdy has changed the narrative, as we are saying.
Yes.
Kenya has not been known for sprinting.
Yes.
But you also saw what happened 2 weeks ago when Kenyan teams punched tickets to the Worlds, and here we are talking of 4x100, we're talking of mixed relay, we're talking 4x4. And for Ferdy now, he holds two records. He's the fastest man in Africa,
yes.
in 100 meters. Yes. Now again, another record in 150 meters. What a motivation probably to the next generation of sprinters in Kenya.
Yes. Firstly, last week, Master, is so keen with the athletic records. He told us that the last time Kenya actually bagged important silver in athletics, in sprints, was in 1983. And Omanyala and his troops are now demystifying that notion that Kenya is only known for long distance races. Because as we've said, and we all agree, some countries are investing in research to try and beat us. And we also need to be creative enough to also try and conquer them in what they dominate. What I would say, Omanyala has set a very good pace. He has been an epitome of resilience. Remember, there's a time he had been banned. He tested positive on banned substances.
Career was just beginning.
Yes, when he was just beginning. But he has been resilient enough. He has put that behind all the setbacks, and he has emerged to be who he is. What I'll only ask, and government, AK and Kemri should work together to ensure that this man leaves us with his genes so that he can pass over to the next generations. He should not be left.
I want to go into the genetics part of it. But look at it this way. Marco Diambo, actually we've had 2 sprinters. And remember what happened to Marco Tieno Diambo at Tokyo 2021, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Of course, he's back on the track and he's been competing.
Actually, he was in China last
week. He was there, actually. Yeah. But he's lost some time, and probably age is not very kind to him. Probably, do you think Mark can still really go and challenge? I know he's got the desire really to win a major title at a global stage.
First, let me start by congratulating Ferdinand. That's a good performance, considering that he won in America, in states where there's a home of sprinters.
The state of Georgia.
But I would love to see how he could have performed when Noah Lyles, who pulled out of that race, and Alexander Ogando from Dominican Republic, who had a false start. Because those are very top runners. I would love really to see how to
goes head
probably would have lowered the African record. Yeah, and probably let's say they could have gone for world record, because world record it's held by Usain Bolt, 209. That's 14:35 seconds. Yeah. Coming back, I think sprinting is really growing. I've seen very determined young guys coming in. There's the likes of Babu Meshak, yeah, Dennis Mwai, yeah, they're very young, they're coming up very well, and I'm very sure the police are really interested in them, yeah, to sign them up to start representing the police department. That's something that, but again, this I'd say that is a deliberate effort by the Federation Athletes Kenya to ensure there's a steady growth in sprints. On the sprints. Yeah, we've seen long distance has been we have been dominant in long distance, but you see now Wazungu are coming here, they live here
and train here.
They train here. Now, even us, we are starting to go to where they are. Yeah. In fact, let me just finish.
I want you to answer because we'll get into the middle distance as we look at what happened in Doha. But I want you to answer the Mark Odhiambo question.
Makutiano is more popularly known as Makutiano. Yeah, he had a small
blip.
Yeah. But he's coming back. We've seen how he has been progressing. He competed in Botswana 3 weeks ago before coming back and going to China, yeah, where he was part of the team 4x1. Yeah, but I still believe that he has something that he can still offer, especially now that we are heading to World Championship, and again the bigger picture is Commonwealth next year. That's where most of the sprinters are targeting.
Stera, I just told you a thought. I want us to take a look at how Kenyan athletes, also shown